every new program of God will demand a new version of you. This is why progressively you are supposed to be growing in keeping to pace with the very purpose of God per time and per season for your life. Listen, for Samuel, there was the sweet, still, small voice whispering his name, Samuel. And Eli, being skillful in the way of the priesthood, knowing how that voice speaks, said, I am not the one that called you. However, if you hear that voice again, reply it this way. Say, speak, Lord, for thy servant heareth. In case you don't know, that voice only talks to servant. That voice only brings information to people who are willing to serve, to labor. It is that voice that is the seal of Samuel's priesthood. If the voice does not speak to you, you only have an office. It is the voice that makes the priesthood living. He says speak, because Eli knows that another priest has been born that night. It was the voice that was his ordination. This is why even the sons of Eli, life did not even let them occupy the priesthood. They were swallowed up inside warfare. But the one that the voice spoke to, the voice is where your ordination is. It is the whispering of that voice. That is where your assurance of landing well is. I don't care how many men lay hands on you. I don't care how many people you were able to impress. If the voice does not have... For Samuel, it was a voice. But you see, for Elijah, it was not a voice. The Spirit of the Lord came to Elijah and told him, go and anoint Elisha in your stead. He didn't meet Elisha as a son of the prophet. Elisha was a wealthy farmer. He was laboring in the field. Elijah came, met a man farming, and threw a mantle on him. The moment the cloth landed on him, Oga took his farming tools and burnt them. He burnt the farming tool. In other words, my journey as a farmer ended today. The moment the mantle came upon him, he didn't even ask question. The next thing he was asking is, can I go to my parents and go and wave them goodbye? Just a fabric that landed on him. For him, that was the call. He didn't hear any voice. He did not hear a whisper from the eternal realm. A vessel that was an accurate mouthpiece of God was sufficient enough to authenticate his own transaction. I need somebody tonight to be able to isolate something you can run with for the rest of your life. Look at what became of Elisha on the account of somebody threw something on him and he carried it and changed his life, made a U-turn immediately. In case you don't know the import of the things I share with you, that same Elisha, you will see him later. A man that did not see anything, didn't hear anything. He just followed an authority. He just followed an oracle. You will see him later tell a Syrian general, Naaman, he doesn't need to see me. I don't have to talk to him. Go and tell him that he should go to the Jordan and dip himself 7 times. How did he operate in this capacity? Meanwhile, Naaman got angry because Elisha did not give him audience. He had grown so much. He had grown so much. Listen, I need you tonight, 1 minute, you and your God, flog these things out. Lord, make my path clear. There are 2 encounters with light any man who would actually live an effective life must have. The first encounter is the encounter with light that reveals your identity in God. That encounter gives you a new sense of self-worth. It redefines your opinion of yourself. And it shows you exactly how God sees you. Then you sustain that new idea about yourself. Number 2, it now becomes for you a guide to your path, where to journey. So the word can be light and it can be a lamp. Are we together? you will begin to see littered in scriptures several references to show you that the moment the light of God comes upon you, in Isaiah chapter 60 verse 1, it says, shine, for thine light. That is the light I'm making reference to. That one that comes to inform you, to give you a new perception of your identity. That is the one called thine light. This one is not for your path. No, it's not for your journey. It's not to show you your direction in destiny. It is just to bring you into consciousness of who you are. The moment you have encounter with that light that now gives you the truth about who you are, there are many things it will do to you. It will separate your associations. The moment you discover what you are in God's agenda, it will also begin to influence your use of time. That light is what happens in salvation. In salvation, we collide with a layer of light that dispels the darkness in us. So Isaiah 61 says, arise, shine, for thine light. This one is your own, has come. And the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. Listen. Listen. In the Levitical order of priesthood, when the burden of ordination rests upon a vessel, he abandons everything and dedicates himself totally only in the service of the priest. That's what happened to Elisha. The moment they met him in the farm, doing farm work, as the mantle rest upon him, he took the tools that he was using for the farm work and burnt it. But in the apostolic order, because we are in an apostolic age, you don't burn your tools. Jesus would tell you, come, follow me. And me now, I will change this thing you are using. You will still be using it, but now you'll be catching another kind of thing. So he says, follow me and I will make you. Because you are already a fisherman, but now you'll be fishing men. This is your skill. We will deploy it for kingdom. Are we together? So the era where people sense a call, and because of the call, they abandon school. The era where people sense a call, and because of the call, they resign from their job. I don't want to tell you what I want to say. What you did is that you abandon your pulpit. Because anywhere your skill takes you to, that is your first platform. Look at what Jesus did. They came and said, bring your task. Jesus looked at Peter. He said, that your skill. You said it's what again? He said, I can fish. I vowed. He said, now carry your hook, go to the river, throw it into the river, catch a fish, carry the fish, open the fish mouth. You will see a coin inside the fish. Carry the coin and bring the coin for us. Do you understand the lesson in that? That your skill will remain relevant in kingdom advancement again, again, and again. One more time, take 1 minute. The things I want to share with us. 1 minute. Lord, make my path clearer. This is the second encounter with light that you need. It will make your path clear. You will not stumble by the way, and you will not be drawn by distractions. Every new program of God will demand a new version of you. This is why progressively you are supposed to be growing in keeping to pace with the very purpose of God per time and per season for your life.